Hey guys, welcome back to Online Church. I'm here with Kirsty, my beautiful wife, and we just thought we'd check in with you all and just see how you're doing. But we just wanted to say welcome if it's your first time watching this or you've watched this regularly. Thank you for being a viewer or watching what we do here at Coastside Church. But this week's been an exciting week for me and Kirsty. We found out the sex of our baby literally about an hour ago. And we've been waiting so long for this. Like, this has been one of the most exciting parts of the journey. And especially with all what's going on with, COVID and all that stuff, we were really hanging on to finding out what this next baby's sex would be. And do you want to announce it, or do you want to tell the world what you're stuck with right now?
Whack the hammer down, babe.
We found out an hour ago that we are having another baby boy.
Yay!
So what that means is Kirsty's now stuck with
Outnumbered.
3 kids in the house. Dallas, me, and the new baby.
Yes, in that no, not in that order. You, Dallas, and the baby.
So you're looking after me.
You're definitely,
You know what? She does look after me. You do look after me.
You're definitely my first child.
Yes. So that happened this week, and I'm sure plenty of you have exciting stories that have been happening in this season. But today we just wanted to talk to you about the importance of waiting.
Yeah.
We were sitting down and we were just about getting ready for this video, and we thought how important it was and the excitement that was built up through waiting. Do you have any thoughts on that whole topic of waiting? What it brought for you to wait for this announcement?
Wait, waiting sucks. Like, let's be honest. Like, waiting sucks. But once you actually get to the moment where the wait is over, it's just like if it's like a sigh of relief, or it's happy, or it's exciting, but you can't have that moment without the waiting.
Yeah.
Let's just go there. So when you have an ultrasound, you've got to fill your whole bladder up, right? And so literally the appointment, they were running half an hour late, and I'm sitting there with a full bladder, literally in tears, going, I need to go to the toilet. Like, you have no idea how much I needed to go. And then after 40 minutes, I was able to go to the toilet. And let me tell you, that was one of the most best experiences in the toilet I've ever had. Weird analogy, I know, but the waiting sucked. The waiting absolutely sucked. Like, I literally was in tears because I was in pain. But at the moment I got to go to that toilet, whoo! It was literally
the best thing ever.
It was like the celebration. Like, I feel like that moment was
That's
actually
true. I was there.
better than finding out we're having a boy.
Yeah.
But waiting's important.
Yeah.
Waiting's very important. It actually makes you appreciate and makes you actually dive into what you're waiting for and why you're waiting.
Yeah. And me and Kirsty were talking about that today. We're just having a conversation driving back from finding out the good news. And one of the exciting things was we're relating to how we took, hanging at people's houses for granted.
Yeah.
Barbecues, friendships, visiting family, even going to church and being able to hang out with our extended family. And we just have so many amazing people in our lives. And not to say we took it for granted, but this season has made us realize how much we did actually take things for granted.
Yeah.
And what it's done is we're in this period now where we're waiting. Like, we're waiting for that time where we can have a barbecue. We're waiting for that time where we can go back to church with our extended family. We're waiting for, the parties and the birthdays and the outings and all that stuff that we always take for granted, I could say. And I just want to say, as much as the waiting sucks, it makes you appreciate on the other side of it. She hated waiting to go to the toilet. Like, she just hated that. But at the end of it, she found out a big reward of we're having a new baby boy in our family, and that was worth it. And for me and Kirsty and many people that we've been speaking to the last couple of weeks, the waiting right now might suck, and you might be sitting at home right now and you might be stressed out, you might be frustrated, you might be annoyed with what's happening, and it's a waiting game to get things back to how we were used to, or things that we wanted to do. And I want to say now, let that waiting turn into excitement for the day we get to do things.
Yeah.
We're already planning a bunch of things we want to do. Who knows? Like, we got maybe a couple of holidays. I don't know. You're going to hold me to this on the camera, but a couple of holidays.
Party at the Minturns.
Party at the
Monday
Minturns,
through to Sunday, let me tell you.
I know that personally for me, I've said this to Kirsty, I'm going to spend some more time with my family, my extended family. And I'm going to really, I think I've learned in this season to really cherish those that are there for you.
Yeah.
Those are there for you, the relationships we have, the just the nights where we used to just have people over just for pizza and didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Now when we have them over for pizza when this season's over, we're going to love it. Like, it's going to be the most amazing thing. So I just want to say to you, waiting is amazing. Waiting is great if you look at the goal and you look at the final product.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in this season as well, I know I've talked to like a lot of people who you know, they're making the most of, you know, isolation, and they're saying that they've had more family dinners than they've had ever together, and they're playing, you know, they're playing games, and, you know, as a family, they're doing puzzles with their children and stuff. And, you know, whatever it looks like to you, whether you're drawing with your kids or if, you know, you have grown up kids and you're having a meal, make that a priority when isolation's over. I think it's been been a beautiful learning, I suppose.
Well, we sat at the dinner table a lot, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're usually in front of the TV, but now we're actually like...
Well, hello, I'm Kirsty.
Hey, nice to meet you.
That was super awkward.
Isolation's making us crazy. We're so sorry.
But but still make it a priority, you know, to do those things, because those beautiful moments with your family shouldn't be a moment taken for granted. These should be things that we all are implementing, because family's so important, and I think we've all really learned, like, we know how much family and our beautiful friends mean to all of us. Like, we know that, but
and maybe we didn't realize that before. It's
but we not to that point of, like, you know,
like,
it's like, it's all fun and games until you're not allowed to go and do it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly
So
right. Like, I miss just someone coming up and giving me a hug at church and saying, how's your week been? Like, I remember I probably took that for granted, just be like, yeah, you got to do your thing. But, like, now I'm like, I really appreciated having that conversation with someone.
I miss cuddles so much.
Someone just saying hello.
I'm a cuddler.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a cuddler. Yeah. And let me tell you, be ready for all the cuddles, because, like, I'm so ready for them. But yeah, so just know that there is, like, you know, there's a prize at the end of all of this. Do you know what I mean? But the waiting is so important. It is so important. Like, you know, we've all been given this opportunity to slow down, which is super rare.
Which, like, I'm loving.
He's loving. I'm learning to love. But it's sort of like, I'm sure that, you know, 2 months ago when COVID wasn't a thing, that you were only saying to yourself, oh, I just wish I could have a break, or I just wish I could be home with my kids, or I wish I could just be there for a moment for my child or my husband or my family.
Reset, or reset your life.
Exactly. Or just to sit and
break
breathe.
old habits.
Sit and breathe.
Sit and breathe. Break old habits.
You know, so
a bunch of things.
Absolutely. So we've been sort of given this unknowingly opportunity to do so, but it has to happen in the waiting, because that has only come because of the, you know, the situations and the circumstances that have happened around us. But we can only do that in the waiting. So enjoy it. Like, the waiting can look sucky from an outside perspective as you're looking at it, but when you're in it, you can make it something beautiful. Hey.
100%, yeah. And I just want to we'll close on this, and just want to encourage you, whether you're watching this in the world, wherever you're watching this, Kirsten and I just want to say, hang in there, and it's worth it. It's so worth it. But the last thing I'll just say is, lessons can be learnt from this. One of the lessons I've learnt is not to be so focused on what everyone else and everything else is happening, and just spending time to go, you know what? What's my wife doing? Like, what are my kids?
Hey,
getting the kids in there.
The boys.
Just the boys. I know he said his name on there. But just figuring out when everything's taken away from you, I've learnt a lesson that there's so much joy in investing in your family, investing in your wife, investing in your kid, soon to be kids. But I want to encourage you, wherever you're watching this, invest into something in your life, invest into breaking old habits, invest in, you know, that person you might live with, your family might with, or that friend you haven't spoken to for a while. Just send them a message, give them a call. This is such a great time to get our priorities right and learn a great lesson of how important connection and togetherness is.
And you know what, like, and it can be quite hard as well, because if you're somebody who doesn't have a family unit, or you're somebody who does life by themselves, please just know that, like, Coastside Church is totally here for you.
And you can join us online.
Absolutely. And if you
we'll
need
cheer you on.
if you need somebody to talk to, just, you know, we have a beautiful app that you can download. inbox us, text us, ring us. We are still open as a church.
Join our family.
We want to be able to be there for you because we know that not everybody's circumstances are the same.
Yeah.
So if you are someone who does life alone, you no longer do life alone, you do life with us.
Yeah.
So make sure that you inbox us or even email us, whatever. Like, we're on all the socials. And just come be a part of what we're doing, because you're important to us and you're important to a lot of people. And we want to make sure that you know that you're not alone in all this. Hey.
Yeah, so true. Well, that's it for us. We love you heaps. Thanks for watching again. And we just appreciate everyone that's involved and everyone that's stayed connected.
Yes.
And we just appreciate everyone.
Yeah,
It's just,
absolutely.
showing us how beautiful our family is and how beautiful our friends are, in such a time that we come together as a church, or we come together as people and, ride this together and enjoy the journey. So from Kirsty and I, we love you heaps. Have the best rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
I'm here with my beautiful wife, Kirsty. What's the Bible verse? That doesn't matter.